Welcome to Life, Love, and Training with your host, Cammie Leal. Hello, hello, hello. So today my special guest is Meagan, Tactical Polly Pocket. What's up, girl?
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, so like I said, this is actually I don't lie. This is gonna be round two because something wasn't recording, so they fucked up our like. But like I said, like I keep track of you, and like last time I saw you were in like fucking Japan. Where are you right now, or some shit
So
like that?
I'm in North Carolina, Jacksonville, right now. It's horrible.
You know how much I love North Carolina, right? Like,
Yeah, no.
no. How long do you
No.
have to be there for?
I'm here for another 2 years.
Bless your heart. At least you're making the best out of it. You look like you found like, but it looks like you're doing well because it looks like you found a good gym. Like that gym looks badass. Wherever you're
Isn't
training,
it?
it looks boss.
Better than any military gym.
What
I
gym
love
is
it.
that?
Iron Forge Fitness.
Okay. Yeah, I was digging it. I saw your shit. I was like, oh my god, that's a badass gym. It's nothing like my gym.
Oh yeah, I've seen your. You have like the basic body
It's
make.
not. Yeah, I wish they had something amazing out here, but it's really your basic bitch gym.
Mhm. It's nice. Did they like all know you there?
Uh, I don't know if they do. They don't really say anything. It's kind of one of those like they'll stare but not say anything. I've had a couple people hit me up on like Instagram and be like, "Yo, I saw you at the gym today, but I didn't want to say anything." And I was like, "Just come say hey, like hi,
Oh my
say
god.
hello, say hello."
Yes.
And like I don't know if they're scared or they just don't want to like fuck with me at that point in time. I don't know. We'll
You're in the
see.
zone when you're in the gym. You're like RBS,
Dude,
full
you don't
force.
even understand. Okay, so we are literally in and out in 45 minutes. Like, I'm it done. And I still see people in there, like when I walk in and I
Mhm.
leave, they're still there. And I'm like, oh God, no, I can't do it. 45 in and out.
Good for you.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
It's like cardio. I'm like,
I just want to hurry up so I can eat my post workout meal.
that's it. Because my post workout meal is always usually my best meal.
Uh
So I'm not even fucking around.
huh.
Okay, so tell everybody your name and how old you are.
So Megan, and I'm 26,
And what branch of the military are you in?
military or the Marine Corps.
Marine Corps. How long have you been in the Marines?
I've been in 8 years. 8 years. Yep.
It feels like forever, doesn't it?
It does. It feels like God. Yeah. My body, especially.
Well, what do you do in the military?
So right now I'm a combat instructor. Yeah. Bless my
Boss
heart,
as
right?
fuck. Boss as fuck.
Um, basically, so I'm on my special duty assignment, and I do back to back 29-day classes, and
Oh, Jesus Christ.
oh yeah, and I'm teaching 18 to 20-year-olds basic 0300 skills, so like land nav, offense, defense, fundamentals, patrolling, to privates, straight out of boot camp. Yeah.
Now I can say bless your heart. At first I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. And then you went to all that. Now I could be like, oh, now I know what you mean. Bless your heart. You poor
Uh,
fucking thing.
It's 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 quite entertaining.
Okay,
Yeah.
what's one of the, because I know you see some stupid shit.
Oh God. Oh my God.
Give me one really good stupid shit military story that you have from that, please. Because I know.
Oh man. One that I can tell on here.
You could say on, yeah, that you could say. I don't care.
Um. Oh
You can
God.
curse on here. I don't care, but it's what you would be able to say. Because I know you
Okay.
see some stupid shit.
So. Oh, here's one for you. So, females. Females are fucking nasty. Private females are fucking nasty. So we were doing five, table five, and which is a range that they do when they're moving and stuff,
Uh,
and they can't to go piss and shit, they got to go into the tree line, right? And so we're like, okay, males on the right, females on the left. And when it comes time to clean up the range, when we're done, right, we go into the tree line, and I am not shitting you. These females, right, they're all of them are on their period, of course. I'm
At the
talking like
same fucking time.
at the same time, they're putting their pads on trees. They're hanging up used tampons on branches like a fucking Christmas tree, and like just shit everywhere, and bloody tampons and pads everywhere.
I would have lost my shit.
Oh yeah, it happened, and yeah, it gets pretty nasty.
Now, mind you, this is the funny part. These are adults.
Oh yeah,
Like, these are
18-year-olds.
adults, and they wonder why people treat other people like children in the military. Because you have to understand some of the stupid shit that these motherfuckers do. And it's just like, you sit back in amazement. You're like, did this fucking shit just really
like,
happen?
Was I that bad when I went through?
I know. Like,
was I that dumb? No.
I have never been that fucking stupid to hang my goddamn tampon on a tree or stick my pad on there like a sticker.
That's literally, like, females are the worst.
Oh my god, that's okay. Speaking of female, let's go into what the top of your Instagram says, because we're gonna go straight into mental health, female and mental health. So I want to. It looks like to me you're a big advocate on mental health. Like, can you elaborate more on that?
So with anything in life, whether it be fitness, whether it be goal orientated, you got to have your mind right. That mental health, your mind has to be right. And it's not, I can't tell you how to get your mind right. I can give you resources and things to do to help you get your mind right. But overall, mental over anything. You can be physically strong, but if you're not mentally strong, then it's going to be hard for you to push past your boundaries.
Like, I told people, even like my clients, with anything in life, I was like, I need you to fix your mental. Like, you need to kind of like rewire the way you were thinking, and we need to try to fix something, because the way they were thinking before is not working. Like, so I have to tell people, you have to actually train, and I'm going through that too. I'm going through counseling. And the nurse that I saw, he's like, you know how you train your body? He's like, now you have to train your mind. And I was like, yo. Like, I swear to God, like, I had like a fucking, he saw it in my face. It was like, whoa, I can do that.
What?
Challenge accepted. You know, I like to train. So that was funny, because when I went, he could tell I'm super hyper, and like I have anxiety and stuff, and he saw that. And so we're just trying to work through all that. So it was cool. I'm fully on board with the mental health.
Oh yeah. And you know, like, people don't think about it, your brain's a muscle too. So the more you use your brain, and whether it be through meditation or whatever the case is, eventually that becomes a habit, that becomes a ritual. And then, just like your muscles, you train biceps all the time, you're gonna get bigger biceps. Train your mind, you're gonna become mentally stronger.
I absolutely agree with you 100%. I'm so glad like we touched on that, because I am experiencing right now. So I really fucking love it. So in fitness, what are you doing currently in fitness? Because I know like you do like ass kicking shit. So we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about what else you're doing.
So right now I'm doing Olympic weightlifting.
How's that shit?
Oh my God. I love it and hate it, because it is so technical. Like a bicep curl, you can get that down all day. But then with like the snatch and the clean and jerk, it's all physics, and it's very, very technical. So like when I work out, I have to film myself and then rewatch the film, because I try to make everyone better than the last one. Yeah. And I'm getting there, but I still have a lot to improve on.
What's your best one? Your best lift?
My best one so far for a snatch is 105. And then a clean, I hit 185. 185 clean and jerk. So.
Okay, what's the one lift that gives you like the most, like you fucking, it's the Like, I hate training legs. What is that lift for you?
Probably a snatch.
That you have to,
So,
you have to
all the time.
improve, but it's like, fuck.
Yeah. Like my workouts, I'm doing like beforehand, I do at least 40 minutes of mobility work, and then I do my workout, and then afterwards I do like a Metcon.
Uh-huh.
So very intense,
Jesus
like
Christ.
rounds. Yeah. So my workout is like 4 hours long.
Oh my God. Dude, how much food do you eat?
So right now my macros, and I switched up my macros a little bit. I'm at 30% protein, 60% carbs, and then 10% fat.
Yeah, like, I would literally need to fuel everything. Like, nice, like, clean, fucking hearty meals. Because you're training a lot.
Uh-huh. And then when I'm in cycle, I'm losing, like from my work, easily 23 miles a day and 4,000 calories a day. It's crazy.
Your
It's
body's
gross.
like a damn machine. I would be eating waffles all the damn time. I'm telling you right now. I love waffles. Like, after my show, that is a ritual. I shit you not. After every competition I do, the next morning, I will have three huge waffles. Not a protein in sight, nothing, just waffles.
Don't you make the big trays with like everything in it? Like you did last time?
No. Oh, no. I'm talking about that. No, that's like the night of. I'm talking about the morning. So me and Mike usually go get breakfast, and we usually get like a shit ton of pancakes and waffles. But yeah, like the treats, girl, I'm baking my ass off. And I usually only eat one of them because they're so fucking sweet. I just hand them out. But I just have to go through that ritual of making these yummy fucking treats because I want them at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. This is a question that I had. I want to know, how the fuck do you balance your life? Like, I know you can't give me like day to day. Like, I just want to know because you do so much. I want to know how you find time to even fucking breathe.
So I look at my day, and a lot of it starts with reverse planning. And especially when I'm in cycle, I know, what's going on, what time I have to wake up and all this. And then I work my workouts in with that.
Yeah.
And so like that, and then just utilizing the scraps of time available throughout your day, like when you're taking a shit on the toilet, what are you doing? Most people are on social media or doing whatever. Use that time if you have homework, because I'm in college too.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. What are you going to college for?
So exercise science.
Nice.
And
okay.
then eventually physical therapy.
Okay.
So, and then like using the scraps of time available when you're driving to work, what are you doing? Are you listening to music, or do you have your, are you listening to like a podcast or a book that you're supposed to be reading for school? Do you have that playing in the background?
Yeah.
And, just like, that's basically how I do it.
I just tell people, we talked about this in the last one, it's just time management. Like, you have to have good time, and I can't preach it enough, and people are like, they just shun it off. But I tell people, the reason we can get everything in and is because we're structured and we have a plan. Like, throughout my day, like, I know what I'm going to be doing and when. And whether it be food, whether it be even going to fucking Walmart. I have a set time I could go when all my shit's done.
Yep. That's all it is, time management. And then using the scraps of time throughout your day to accomplish even more.
I like it. So, let's talk love. Are you seeing anybody? Because you're so fucking busy.
I'm not, no. Guys, so I've come to realize a lot of guys are intimidated by me, and that's what I've been told. And then, like, no one, like, people think males are hitting on me all the time on my social media, but I'm really not.
But people don't understand that's a different story. It's not real life. So, like, okay, awesome. A pretend guy said I'm cute. Fucking great. How about this pretend guy go take me out on a real date, and we can conversate and, like, talk like grown-ups.
And then you were just talking about like going and
yeah,
going guys. So
and it's so annoying. And luckily, like, I don't know, with Mike, he pursued me. And he pursued me a long time, 3 months before I even gave him the time of day. And so, I don't know. It's just, and we met through social media. It's not really like a better format, but it's something that is useful in dating. But it's just, you have to use it the right way.
Exactly. Completely agree.
But yeah, the club thing, nah, like, it was just because I see it all the time, and it's like, it's the same people, and they're like, I can't find nobody. And then you see something totally different portrayed, and I'm like, I'm so confused. Like, I'm confused.
Oh my God. And going to the club to look for love, like, let's be real, you're going there for like a one-night stand.
Exactly. I was young once. I know. I used to do it. We used to get a shit hammer, go party, do all that stuff. I'm not knocking it. If you're young, do your thing. But I'm just saying, don't talk about looking for fucking love when you still got last night's fucking makeup on from the club. Like... That's all I was saying with an eyelash hanging off. That's all I'm saying.
The eyelash hanging off. Or Walmart.
Girl, I've done it. And I can say it. I tell people I can talk shit because I've done it. Okay, so I want to talk about some of your sponsors because you're sponsored by a couple of like cool fucking people.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
So, I just got up with Run Everything Labs.
That is boss as fuck. How did that happen?
Yeah. So, I met Dana in, when I went to the warehouse gym, the Veterans Outreach Program thing that they had.
Yeah.
And super sweet, like very humble, just down to earth, you know. And
for real.
I like their company because they're so about their clients and the people who buy from them. They are very in tune with their product and everything, and they don't act like they're on this high pedestal.
Because real recognize real, because they hustle. That's why. Like,
exactly.
That's the whole thing. Like, they weren't just given everything that they had. They earned that shit. Rightfully. From the ground up. So that's like a ton of respect. And then for them to be humble is like even better. It's like the icing on the cake.
It is. It really is. I love them. So, and they have good product too. And that's always what I'm going to advocate for. I'm not just going to be like, oh, I'm now, selling this type of coffee or whatever, but I've never even tried the coffee.
See, and I love it because, like, you're like me. I like to go for companies that I can use their shit and that I like their shit.
Yep.
So, yeah, like, for real. So, Run Everything Labs. What else? What's your code, just in case?
Polly. Everything's Polly.
That's super simple. So, look, if you hear something you like, everything's Polly.
Yep. And then I have Strike Force, which is... You've heard of them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me get... Hold on. So, Strike Force is an energy supplement, which comes in handy when I'm at work.
Yeah.
And liquid... Here, I'm about to make some right now. I'll show you. Liquid, 180 milligrams of caffeine.
Ooh, yes.
Straight up caffeine, none of that sugar bullshit, nothing like that. Just straight liquid caffeine.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And the guys at work really love it too, because especially when we're on our 24-hour duty.
Yeah.
You take one of these bad boys, and it tastes like Red Bull.
Okay, cool.
So.
What are you mixing it in? Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so it's like a little mini Red Bull.
That's so boss. Okay, cool. I like that caffeine because I'm a fan of caffeine. I'm a huge fucking fan of caffeine.
Oh yeah. And then, because I mean, I don't have the time to always be able to make me a cup of coffee or whatever.
My coffee pot takes forever. I'm telling you.
And with these, you can literally, like, you can shoot it if you want.
Does it taste good? What's the flavor?
The original tastes like Red Bull.
Okay.
And then they have lemon, orange, and grape.
Oh, I probably like the grape.
It's really good.
So who else are you sponsored by?
And then Grill Your Ass Off.
So yes. Okay, so listen to this. So Canessa, my client, right? She FaceTimed me and she was like, I got these spices. I need to know if they're okay because she's going to go into prep and that's a different story.
Yep.
So I was like, okay, so I like went through every single spice on the back and I was like, that one's good. That one's good. I was like, who the fuck is this company? I was like, are these spices good? And she's like, yes, they're so good. I was like, yo, hit me up with the guy. Tell him I need to talk business with him. And so he texted me and I was like, yo, can you send me some? I'll pay for it, whatever. But if I like it, I'm going to give that shit to my clients.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, girl. It is so good.
What is your, okay, so this is one of his questions. What is your favorite flavor?
Definitely, that's a hard one. So I like Crispies.
Yeah, mine is the mango habanero.
Mango habanero.
It's like
and the chicken.
Yeah.
This one right here, which I'm almost out of.
That's hilarious. They're fucking huge, guys. Like, those things are so huge. So, yes, that's coming soon on my end. But if you want to try it, you can use her code right now. It's Polly. It's awesome. I'm telling you.
So good. And I literally put this on egg whites, vegetables, everything.
I had to try it first. So, he texted me, and I still have to text him back to let him know, like, that I'm ready to go. Because Mike loves the Cajun. My brother loves the taco seasoning. He says it tastes like ramen noodles or ramen or however the fuck you pronounce it. So yeah, these spices are fucking legit. And he's such a nice dude.
Oh, Jason? He's Army, prior military, very humble.
So nice.
He's a little cutie too.
Oh, snap. Hey. That's so awesome. So are you sponsored by anybody else?
I am not. That is it.
Okay. Yeah, that's quite a few.
Yeah,
so when do you plan on doing your first meet? Like your Olympic, have you done an Olympic lifting meet yet?
Nope. I'm hoping for the end of the year.
Okay.
So my coach he's pretty good. He whenever he tells me I'm ready. But I told him by the end of the year, I want to have my first meet.
Just get your feet wet. You know, with anything. In competing in anything, it's just like, okay, I need to see where I'm at.
Yep.
That's so exciting. Oh my God. So wait, are you going to wear one of those singlets?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
The leotard.
Oh my God. Are you gonna make like a cool one? What is your singlet gonna be?
So probably I want to try and get the Soflete symbol.
Yeah. That should be super easy to do somewhere.
Yeah. And then my sponsors probably get them on there somewhere. So but yeah, I just gotta keep working.
I am so fucking excited to see you do that. Because, like, I don't know, like, I know, like, somebody in every sport. You get what I'm saying? So I like seeing people in different shit. So Olympic lifting is, like, different for me. Like, I really don't know an Olympic lifter. So I can comment and be like, yo, this is pretty boss. Now I just added another one to my list. There's so much shit to do to stay active, and that's what this podcast is like. I'm trying to tell people and like show people it's not just about bodybuilding. There's so many avenues of fitness, and that if you still want to be competitive in something, there's so many avenues. So many.
Yeah. So many. And then I did try out the whole bodybuilding thing and whatnot. And I liked it, but I just I wasn't able to perform at work. So
to me, like, yeah, like your job, and I know how lean you have to get, and I know how stupid we have to get. Because we do towards the end of prep, we are stupid. You can't focus. Like your depth perception's off. Like
Yeah.
you feel funny all the time.
Mhm.
You're in a haze and a daze because you're very in a super deficit. And it's for
Mhm.
you to perform at work like that. That's what I had to tell people. One chick wanted to do jump master school and be like right at the end, like close to peak week. And I was like, I as a coach cannot do that because that is dangerous.
Yeah. Oh my God. But more power, the ones who do it and they have that military job and whatnot. I mad respect for them because I know it's hard.
Oh yeah, I have a couple of clients that do that, and I'm like, yo, they go to the field and all kind of shit. They're prepping for a show. I'm like, y'all are boss.
It's that mental, that mental
I'm
health.
telling you that mental strength. If you can, that's what I tell people. Prep is like prepping for anything. Anything is gonna be like 80% fucking mental. You got to get your mental game on point.
Yeah.
And then literally physical, like being in the military, you know how to push past the suck. Like it don't matter. You just like to me, like going on a ruck march, a 12 mile, I just put my head down and just walk.
Like if you have a backpack on your
Yeah, yeah. I just put my head down and I fucking walk until I'm done walking.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the thing. You just have to put your head down and just walk.
Yeah. Get in the flow.
Exactly. So, what did you start out? You started out bodybuilding, and you tried it. You didn't like it. It was too much because it is fucking a lot. And then what else did you try? Didn't you do powerlifting or something like that?
Yeah. I did powerlifting. I competed in that, and I loved it. I got super strong, and then I'm like, you know what? I want more. I want more of a challenge. I want something that's gonna help me perform better. So I got into Softly and was doing their daily workouts, which was like everything: endurance, stamina, strength, speed, everything into one. And then I did that. I've done all their programs, and then I got with the coach who's the head of human performance for Softly.
Yeah.
And he's my personal coach now.
What? Look at get it, girl.
Because I needed something. My Olympic lifting, everything, my mobility. Yeah, I was super strong, but I wasn't mobile.
Girl, my flexibility is like none. I have no flexibility. None.
And then you don't do squats at all, do you? Nope.
Girl, let me tell you, for me to bend down with a bar on my back and like have enough, no. I'm telling you, like I go to the chiropractor, and luckily, like me and Mike, we're gonna keep going back, and I'm gonna be working out my muscles now and stuff. But I am so like fucked. I am so tight.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Yeah, I am so fucked. Like the doctor was just like, I was like, sorry. Sorry.
Oh man.
And I found out I have a gimp leg. I found out I have one leg.
Gimp leg.
I swear to God, I have one leg that is shorter than the other. I shit you not.
Oh
And
my God.
yes, and I was like, what the fuck? And my other chiropractor told me the same thing, but he thought it was a tight muscle, like pulling on my hip and all kind of other shit. This doctor's like, no, I think it was from birth.
What?
I was like, so you mean to tell me? He's like, but we could take an x-ray and see if it is really shorter, or if it's just the muscle pulling on it. I was like, okay, that'd be cool, because he's like, it's significant. I was like,
what? As long as the judges don't notice it.
I know. I was like, well, that's why my posing's been off. I was like, maybe I should try something different, whatever. But yeah, so I love chiropractors and everything. I just don't go that often, and I should.
Oh yeah, I went to one yesterday, and he was all like, "Did you know you have 7 ribs popped out of place?" And I'm like, "No."
Oh, nice.
He's like popping it back in.
Be like, I absolutely did not know that, but thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I go to the joint, and it's like $40 4 times a month. Easy.
Girl, I went to this one. and you get to pay for the year.
Really?
It is a package. They have package deals. This is so boss here. I'm so happy. He does like hockey teams around here, some shit. And this package deal is like unlimited chiropractic. You have 12 massages a month.
Damn.
12 massages a month. Like, I wasn't even getting them once a month. Girl, I'm gonna be so relaxed. I told everybody. I'm gonna be walking around just being like, what's up, everybody?
Damn, good for you. That's awesome.
Yeah, when we found those package deals, we were like, oh, this is, because I've never seen a chiropractor do that. We would just pay like $45 and just go in and get work.
Yeah. Damn.
It was boss. It was sweet. I was like, jackpot. Mike found that shit. I was like, jackpot.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. I also have another question for you.
What's that?
This might take some thinking, but what is the best advice you have ever gotten? That's like a really deep question.
That is deep.
I know.
The best advice.
Whether it be for any form or any part of your life.
Ooh, here's a good one. And I actually wrote about it in my blog.
Okay, cool.
I was in a very like deep, dark place in my life, rock bottom. And this was after, so I had gotten a DUI.
I got one of those too at 19. It's okay.
Yeah. Getting a DUI in the military.
Oh, okay. Yeah, military.
Everyone's dreaming down at you, you know. And I had this captain, he pulled me into his office and he kind of he talked to me, right? And he told me, he was all like, he drew out on the board, basically a road with like two different paths, right?
Yeah.
And he wrote like a fork in the road. And he wrote on one end, he wrote, do something. On the other end, he wrote, be someone. So you have two options right now. You can either do something or be someone. If you be someone, you're just there living. You're not taking control of anything. You're a sheep, basically. You're just there. You're not putting your life in your hands. And then on the other end, it said, do something. So, or you can decide to do something and work with what you have, what you got, to eventually have what you want. And that was probably like at that point in my life, I was like, you know what? It doesn't matter what your circumstances are now, but if you can't change what's happening around you, but you do have the power to change what's happening inside of you with your mind, your mental, physically. And so that's what I decided to do, was do something. And then I don't know why that.
I like that though. Like, yeah. That's some really like. Do you still talk to him?
I do.
That's pretty badass. That's some really good fucking advice. Cause like I'm a fixer. I like to find solutions to stuff. So when people tell me they can't do something, I'm like, well, let me show you how we can. It might not be exactly what you think, but it's going to be an alternative of something better.
Yep. I completely agree.
Like I always try to find, like, I'm very stern, but I try to find like I said, a solution to every problem. Like, and that's with my clients too. Like whether it be with traveling or anything, it's just like there's always a solution. It might not be the one you think it is, but there's one.
There's one out there.
Dude, that's some badass advice. I like that. Okay, so what would be one message that you would like to send women?
Send women.
Yeah.
You can always be more. You know, there's so much more to life than what you're doing and where you're at right now. So you can always be more, whether it's anything. It'd be related to anything. But don't, like, the people who live their normal, everyday, live their lives the same way every day. There's always something more you can do, whether it's bettering yourself or the people around you.
I love that. Because complacency kills. Like, that's always been my thing. Complacency kills. And I've never been one to be complacent. Like, whether it's getting a new tattoo, whether it's finding a new career path, whether it's doing a bodybuilding, like, I am always, like, for real, like, like anything. Like, I am always going to be finding something to fucking do. Except for on my off day, because I took 3 naps. That's still finding something to do. But still, I feel fucking fantastic.
And that's good. And you're happy.
Yeah. So, are you going to be a lifer?
A lifer. Ooh. I haven't decided yet.
Okay. That's all you need to know. Some people are like, yeah. Like, absolutely. And then some people are like, no. And then some people are at the I don't knows. I was one that was, I don't know. Like, if my life took me to where I would, then okay. If it didn't, then okay.
Yeah. It is what it is, you know? Are you in the military because you still enjoy it? Or are you just reaping the benefits? You're not really happy, you know?
Exactly. And at first, I enjoyed it. Towards the end of the years of like 8 and 9, once you start getting more rank, I was like, oh, this is not really my thing anymore. Like,
yep.
Like, it was cool back in the day. I was like, it's just not like, I don't want to babysit and write papers all the time. I'm a medic. Like, I want to do medic stuff. I don't want to be sitting at a fucking desk. And that was the main issue. And I was like, I'm done.
I'm done babysitting.
I'm done. Now it's time to dye my motherfucking hair pink.
Yep. I'm jealous of that.
You would look so boss with pink hair. I think I'm going to go lavender next. I don't know. We'll see.
Lavender. You should go rainbow.
Ooh, I know. I'm going to wait to do the rainbow for after my show. I think I'm just going to hit him with the one color.
Just don't do the dreadlock thing. Like,
I am not going to have dreadlocks for my show, believe me. I'm going to have nice, pretty, girly, pink, flowing unicorn hair.
Flowy unicorn hair.
Yes, I promise I will brush it. It will not look like this. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my God. So, anything else you want to touch on that you are super passionate about?
So another quote that is kind of like made up by me.
I like it. Okay, hey, I make up shit all the time, and I put it on my story, and I'll put my little fucking at Cammie Leal on it. And I don't give a shit.
Call yourself a philosopher.
Yeah.
Is basically like, if you were to die today, would you be satisfied with your life? Would you be happy?
Ooh.
Don't wait until tomorrow to do something that you could start today. And that's, time is our biggest enemy, and that's just one thing I believe in. So.
Oh, that was deep. Yeah. You're like writing poetry and shit. No, that was really good. I fucking love that. That's so awesome. Are you okay? So what style of coaching do you do?
So I do sports performance. So for performance-based nutrition, and then also like cutting, because I'm certified in that and everything. And
so do you also become like me, like kind of like a life coach as well for your clients?
I do, yes, I do. But then, like, a lot of them, like, I'll make them a plan and everything, and I'll like check in with them every week to see how they're doing, and they end up disappearing. And I don't hear from them again, and I'm like, okay.
It happens. Like, you'll get them in spurts. Like, but when you get the good ones, you just hang on to them because you're like, oh, this is so awesome.
Yeah.
Believe me, I get it all the time. But then I literally will get some that will leave, and I will not hear from them mid-plan, and then come back and was like, I'm sorry, I just left. And I'm like, well, all you have to do is talk to me.
Yeah, like you paid me money to make this plan for you, and then you just disappear. And they're like, oh, well, like all these excuses, you know.
I know. And I'm like, yo, this is your money, not mine. Like, you paid me. That's why this, like, I just tell them, you pay me to coach. Just let me coach you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then I'm also working on my personal training certificate as well.
Oh, well, what are you going through? Which thing?
ISSA.
Okay, that's the one I have.
Mm-hmm. Super easy.
Yeah. It's super easy. Mike did the nutrition one too. I didn't do it.
Nutrition one's easy.
I looked at his and I was like, that's stupid. I was like, it's bad enough I did the training one. I was like, I'm good. Mm-hmm. You learn more just by doing.
Yeah.
That's what I want to tell people. Like, people are so scared to try new things. And I'm like, you're never going to know. Like, people always ask me, like, a very broad question. Like, should I try this or should I do this? And my answer to them is do it and see what happens. Uh-huh. People are so scared to do something. If you do it and you see a positive outcome, then you keep it. If you do it and see a negative outcome, you throw that fucking shit away. It's trial and error, and people don't want to go through that. That's what I've learned.
Really?
Yeah, I've learned it a lot because, like, I get asked like some really some questions that I'm just like, if you would just try it, you would know the answer. And it's nothing dangerous. It could be with like food. Should I switch my fucking rice and sweet potatoes? Try it. It might work.
I had a funny story real quick. I had one client he was 182 pounds, real tall, lanky, wanted to gain muscle, you know, be strong. So I'm like, okay, so I made him a plan, you know, and I have a food chart that I use with how much to weigh out for everything, carbs, fat, protein. And I had him it was like 50 grams of carbs for one meal. And he was all like, for rice, I think that's like 200 and something grams on the scale or whatever. And he was all like, it's so much rice, I can't eat it all. I'm like, I can't do it. And he gave up after 4 hours of being into my diet plan that I made.
Well, that's what I'm saying. People want results, but don't want to do what it takes to get it. Like, they don't realize they have to eat a fuck ton, a metric shit ton for a guy like that. And then they just give up. And they would rather eat not nutritious food. Like Mike said, I could give you 2 fucking McGriddles and you would down them with no fucking problem. I give you 2 cups of rice and you're like,
the taste.
Yeah, like, you get what I'm saying? And what's going to be more beneficial for you is the fucking rice. And so, like, I don't know, like, that's one of my pet peeves. Because I have a lot of clients and a lot of female clients. They're like, this is so much food. I'm like, that's because you eat once a day. And, like, that's not good.
No, it's not.
I know. Oh, my God. So, thank you so much for being my guest on Life, Love, and Training. We will have all of Tactical Polly Pocket's Instagram, all her blog, everything, all of her codes, all that shit plastered on here, okay? All over here. I don't know where Caleb's going to put it. But subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Don't know what that means yet either, but yeah, that's something else Caleb told me to do. But thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Till next time.